you know, I got a book with no lines and it's just little pieces. So even the style of writing that I wrote it in helps the brain. The brain is incredible, you know, it's the most incredible computer you could even imagine. So it does things that even surprise me. When it's time to do shows, say, you know, I'm on stage for an hour, catching wreck, doing all the old Doom stuff, Mad Villain, all like 4 different records, you know, trying to just satisfy each album. I put a couple of different records so that the crowd is like, yo, okay, at least I heard my joint off the Geedra joint or off this one. So it's like 5 records I'm doing songs off of. And you know, at the time when I'm putting the instrumentals together, it's mainly like the beat to tell me, oh, once I get the first line, it just, you know, everything just falls into place. So it's not as hard as it seems. But it amazes me though. It's like the brain. It's just the brain. I gotta give it up to the brain. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the brain.
No doubt. Extra special shout out. Couldn't do it without you.
So it's basically like finding your start point, finding your launch pad, and then after that it just comes.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, for those of us that were discovering sort of Madlib towards the end of the 90s, and obviously Quasimoto and his early stuff on Stone's Throw, we were also buying Doom stuff. You know, what was it? Fondlem, Bobbito's label. Was it on there? The Doomsday record?
Yep, Doomsday came out on Fondlem, Bobbito's label.
And I think it's fair to say that a lot of people that were into one were probably buying the same in the record store, definitely in the UK anyway.
Word.
And how did you two eventually find each other? Like, how did you connect, you and Madlib?
The way I remember it? No, the way it happened was, at that time, I guess Doomsday came out and it was starting to make waves, and it was, you know, so I was getting like requests from different artists, different producers to do collaborations. So I think it was Egon from Stone's Throw reached out, you know, to the management and got, you know, and that's what really how I hooked up. He's like, yo, this cat Madlib want to work with you, you know. Then I was like, Madlib, I wasn't familiar with his stuff at the time, you know. So I did a little bit of research on his stuff, asked a couple of people, and he had a good rep. So, you know, after that, it was really history. Flew out there, met up with him, and it's like my brother ever since, you know what I'm saying? My long-lost cousin, you know what I mean?
Well, if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, let's remind you we're going to get into 2 tracks back-to-back from the Mad Villain album next on Radio 1. Madlib and my special guest, Doom. This track is Accordion.
All right.
Off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick Dastardly and Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. ICE Cole, nice to be old. Y2G Steve twice to threefold. He sold scrolls, low and behold. Know who's the illest ever, like the greatest story told. Keep your glory gold and glitter. For half of his begin to take him out the picture. The other half is rich and it don't mean shit to. Villain, a mixture between both with a twist of liquor, chasing with more beer. Tasting like truth for dear. When he at the mic, it's like the place get like, oh yeah. It's like they know what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like I capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? And can they testify from in the spirit? And living the true gods, giving y'all nothing but the lick like 2 broads. Got more lyrics than the church got lords. And he hold the mic in your attention like 2 swords. Either that or either one with 2 blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it. Yuck, it's like the end to the means. Fuck type of message that sends to the fiends. That's why he bring his own needles and get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos or Fritos. Slip like Freudian, your first and last step to playing yourself like accordion. When he at the mic, you don't go next. Leaving pussycats like wild wolf need Kotex. Exercise index won't need Bowflex and won't take the one with no skinny legs like Joe Tex. Is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Take it from the 9 X holder. David don't know they next shine from Shinola. Everything that glitter ain't fish scale. Let me think, don't let her faint, get Ishmael. A shot of Jack, got her back, it's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker. Villainy, feel them in your heart, chakra, chart topper. Start shit stopper, be a smart shopper. But I just cop day around the way, bout the stable. Who to know is too mold, I wonder where the roots go. Bout to jet, get them, not a bet, dead them. Let them spit the venom, said them got a lot of shit with them. Let the rhythm hit them. It's stronger in the other voice, we makes the joints that make them spread them butter moist, man, please. Stage made of panties, from the age of baby hoochies on to the grannies. Ban me the dough rake, daddy, the flow make her fatty shake. Patty cake for fake. If he wasn't need a baker's man, he'd take her for her masters. Hit it once and shake her hand. Want some old thank you, ma'am, and ghost her. She can mind the toaster if she signed the poster. A whole host of roller coaster riders, not enough tracks. Hot enough black, that's too hot to handle. You got blue sandals, who shot you, who got you? New spots to vandal. Do not stand still, boast your skills close, but no krills. Toast for polils, post no bills. Coast to coast, Joe Smoes flows ill. Go chill, not supposed to overdose, no dose pills. Off pride tykes, talk wide, do scar me. Off sides, like how Wharf ride with Starfleet. Told ya, on some get rich shit. As he gets older, he gets colder than a witch tit. This is it, make no mistakes. Where my end go? Figaro. O's beats in my rhymes attack. A scary act, all black like Miss Mary Mack. Wait till you see him live on the piano. Doom sings soprano like una dos piano. My mama told me, blast him, pass for her glass of OE. Not to be troublesome, but I could sure use a quick shot of double rum. No stick of bubble gum. I like ice cream, we could skip the wedding. Have a nice dream, she only let him stick her head in.
That's Figaro and Accordion, two of my favourite cuts from the Mad Villain album. When did that come out now? A few years back, right?
A long time ago. way back in the day. You never know. It sounded like it could have been the 70s, really. Except I don't think there's rhyming like that then.
That's true.
But, you know, it reminds me of mad different times. I can't remember what year we recorded it in, to tell you the truth. Time is just zooming past, yo, so.
I'm glad you bring that up, actually, because one of the things, you know, certainly with the whole Special Herb series of instrumentals that you did, and certainly some of your production on Doomsday as well, it's like, how can I say this? Some of the tracks that you choose to take, like, or choose to cut up or sample, are almost like just massive, what we would call rare groove tunes. You know, like Milton Wright or whatever, you know. Not that I'm trying to blow up anyone's spot, but you know what I mean.
Word.
Like, in terms of just, it's almost like sometimes if you take something so arguably obvious and then flip it in that way, it's sick. And you have that running right throughout your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some of the stuff too be stuff that is not too popular, but
exactly.
It's just if I listen to the record, I'm looking, you know, I'm just listening to records basically. I'm not even really trying to make beats. I'll just hear something, and then like the record is telling me, yo, loop me.
Yeah.
Loop me. Nobody's done it yet. And I hear it, I'm like, yo, gotta do it.
Yeah.
Just even for my own, like, satisfaction. But, you know, everything I do, I tend to share. So it's gonna be heard either which way. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like I go out and I set, like, my mind, okay, I'm gonna do this set of beats. I need a certain kind of record. You know? It's more like I'm just listening to music and the beat tells me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man, because, you know, a lot of people, obviously everyone talks about Doom, you know, the MC, as they should, but I think it's often overlooked what an amazing producer you are as well, because it's like some people do the sort of boom bap soul chop up thing, and some people do the like more 80s thing, and some people do the more digital thing. You do everything.
Yup,
it's
appreciate that, man. Thanks. Like, you know, to me, I'm a producer first. People start requesting rhymes, I just ended up rhyming and shit. But I mean, you know, it's a give and take kind of thing. Eventually you'll hear more production. You know what I'm saying? Getting back in it, I'm about to put out another slew of instrumentals for y'all out there, instrumental heads, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, please. I mean, it's so refreshing as well for those of us that do like beats, and we play a lot of instrumentals on the show as well. Like some of my favorite iPod travel listening materials is the Special Herbs series. If you're listening to this right now and you haven't got Special Herbs, you need volumes 1 to, what are we up to, 9?
Yeah, 1 to 0, really.
1 to 0.
Or 0 to 9, however you want to count it. You know what I mean? But yeah, all of them is raw. Like same thing. It's in my phone. It's in my same thing I listen to in the cab while I'm running around London. It's perfect traveling music and lounging music. You know what I mean?
And the fact that there's so many different styles on there, but every single one of them definitely sounds like you. There's the Doom thing that links them all.
Yeah, mathematics.
Sacred
geometry is all in there.
Well, seeing as we're talking about back in the Doomsday era, should we play something from them? You want to play something from that record?
No doubt.
What should we play?
No, let me think. What's one of my... I would say the title cut.
Doomsday. You have to, really. Got to play that.
That's that joint.
Stone Cold classic.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? How about we play Doomsday and then the mic?
Oh, the mic is another interesting one. Yeah, both of them have that the instrumental thing where, you know, it's a memorable sample with drums that are like hip hop drums, just standard joints. One of them, the mic that you mentioned, well, I'm not gonna mention where I got the loop from, but y'all will know. But the drums came from the mic, Rakim joint, and the drums on Doomsday is Poetry BDP. So if you think about it, it's old school blends when, you know, DJs will blend a hip hop joint with a R&B joint. That's where that style comes from. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure a big nod to some of your favorite records as well.
Word.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce these two for us? Because I can't introduce a Doomsday when I've got Doom in the studio.
Alright, yo, it's a super villain. Back at you. Y'all know how it is. Me and Benji B in here reminiscing. This is Doomsday, followed by the mic from the Doomsday record. Operation Doomsday. Check it out.
Mic check. Drop, hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle. Who throws a dick around? Bound to go 3 plat. Came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy ouch. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press. Let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorists claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF? You silly. I like to take men's to the end for 2 milli. Do-do-do-do-do. That's the audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off just to save me the trouble. Yo, watch your own back. Came in and go out alone, black. Stay in the zone. Turn H2O to cognac. On Doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back where my brother went. That's what my tumor say. Right above my government doomulate. Either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? I wrote this one in BCDC, O section. If you don't believe me, go get bagged and checked then. Cell number 17, I'm under the top bunk. I say this not to be mean, was bad luck, a pop junk. Pop the trunk on C-Cypher punk, leave him left scrape. God forbid, if ain't no escape, blame MF tape. Definition, super villain. A killer who loved children, one who is well skilled in destruction as well as building. While Sidney Sheldon teaches the trife to be trifer. I'm trading science fiction with my man, a live lifer. A pie piper, holler a rhyme, $1 and a dime. Do his thing, ring around the white collar crime. Get out my face, asking about my case, need toothpaste. Fresh mint, monkey style, to get to death to death. And boys fiends still in their teens. Shook to get turned witness. Real men's mind their own business. That's the difference between sissy pissy rappers is double dutch. How come I hold a microphone double clutch? COs make rounds, never have ox found on shakedown, lockdown, wet dreams of Fox Brown. On Doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back where my brother went. That's what my tumor say. Right above my government doomulate. Either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? Doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back to the essence. Read it off the tomb. Either engraved or unmarked grave, who's to say? Pass the mic like pass the peas like they used to say. Some MFers don't like how Sally walk. I tell y'all fools is hella cool, her ladies from Cali talk. Never let it interfere with the Yeti ghetto slang. Nicknames off nipple and tip of nipples metal fang. Known amongst floors for the bang bang. Known amongst foes for flow without no talking orangutans. Only gin and tang, guzzle out a rusty tin can. Me and this mic is like yin and yang. Clang, crime don't pay. Listen, youth, it's like me holding up the line at the kissing booth. roof. I took her back to the truck, she was uncouth, spitting all out the sunroof through her missing tooth. But then she has a sexy voice, sound like Jazzy Joyce. So I turned it up faster than a speeding knife. Strong enough to please a wife, able to drop today's math in the 48 keys of life. Cut the crap for us rap. Touch the mic and get the same thing an A-Rab would do to you for stealing. What the devil? He's on another level. It's a word, no a name. MF, the super villain. Doomsday.
Feel you, MC. Between us, the mic growing stronger, stronger. Why don't we do it?
I was in a case, out of state. She was 13 and good, we had a holiday. It was just a number, she never told me she was knocked up. By the end of the summer, chick almost had me locked up. My aunt came and got me and steadied the block. We bounced to the Yeti and I'm ready to rock. With no attachments, feeling a little loose. Blowing up at every spot, we had a little juice. Probably the Dom or the Afghani buttered me. We played the stage standing by the speaker and suddenly who tapped me, about to get real ill. Already repped the whole club with metal faces, still will. What a sweet surprise, her with the fly eyes and fine. She pulled me to the sidelines. The mystery solid with strong words. She was an intelligent wisdom and a songbird. I met her last week at the same place. She stepped to me the same way at a no-shame pace. I'm off guard. Her game had me choked up, checking me, play testing me till I spoke up. 7 whole days and nights, not a word from you. I was worried, I thought I would've heard from you. Stranger, you know I'll never get enough of you. How you be coming through? Myself and 2 air lights, I ran through this crew of 3. In my earlier days, they showed me things new to me. So we knew mad brothers who they had hit off. They even used to watch each other just to rock their shit off. One slopping me, 2 smiling, I'm scoping her. Switching off 3 times a night made them more opener. So you could love Allah or leave him the hell alone. Message from my godfather, solid gold telephone. Many of my men were up in smoke while tricking with these chickens and ended up broke. You find out who's your man's when you broke like a bad joke. It's funny when you on, you got mad folk. I played the middleman in every little scam. Some as complex as a hip-hop album riddle jam. I find it quite intriguing as I think about rappers walk up on me speaking what they think about this and that. From sneakers to hashtags, freak chicks with their cootie cat raps. And the stat included dikes at that. I'm at a black tie fair with the diva, with the fatty fat. I play the back, steady on the humble, but be right up front when we get ready to rumble. I gave her breath control, ask her who she learned off. Could've took her back to the crib, so I was turned off. Me and you was overdue for getting together, baby. I always knew our love was meant to be.
Feel the magnetism between us. Growing stronger, stronger. Why don't we do it?
Absolute classic material. Produced by my special guest in the studio, Metal Fingers himself.
Yeah. Get busy.
Operation Doomsday, absolutely essential for any music fan. Make sure you pick that up. And in actual fact, I just noticed they've sort of put the remastered digital one up for download. That's like the complete.
Yeah.
Where you get everything.
Yeah, you get everything. Rough mixes, you get a couple of little treats in there. Remastered, a little bit clearer. Dope. Real dope.
Very dope, especially for people like me that wasted hours and hours recording in the vinyl. Because you know, back when you were releasing that, that's the only way you could get that music, but it's now available everywhere for everyone, which is great.
Yeah, no doubt.
And seeing as we're talking about the sort of background, we've already established you're originally from the UK, but I wondered if you could give us a little history, you know, because we already know you're an amazing artist, but you have serious stripes in hip-hop as well.
Thanks,
KMD.
Man. Appreciate it.
You want to talk about KMD a bit?
Well, KMD, that's the crew. Started with KMD. I know a lot of y'all old school heads remember that. You know, basically me and my brother Sub Rock, KMD, we still rap. Not really much more to say about that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a pretty classic album, man. What's my album? What's that track called? Mr. Hood.
Yeah, Mr. Hood was retarded.
Mr. Hood was one of those, like, you know, there's certain hip-hop records that you only remember. The reason I stalled there for a minute was because there's certain hip-hop records that you only remember from the cover.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
The KMD one with the playground,
yes,
you know, like
totally.
like the OC one with the you know,
right, yeah, by the cover, like Main Source with the Adams, right.
Okay, that record is Mr. Hood is just a timeless album. I don't know if you want to play something from that, or should we let people find it in their own time?
I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking, what song would be ill? I would play, that's an old school one right there. Back when we was making fun music.